What's up, cuties? Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me for some hot topics. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On your way in, if you can hit the like button for me, that would be great. What are you guys into this weekend? Before I get started, I'm going to say some hellos. Oh, Tyra. Hey, Tyra. How are you, sis? Let me know how Papa Tyra is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm putting on some lip gloss. Okay, I am ready. I'm ready. Happy weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I've done too much as always. As always. I'm sitting my ass down. I was seconds away from canceling this live. But I said, oh, I don't even know when the last time I went live. I think it was Wednesday. I don't know. But anyway, let me say some hellos. Hello to Jacqueline. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. Kathleen, hello. You got Kathleen, I'm sorry. And just from Kathleen putting this in the chat, let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. Kathleen is from Cali. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello again to one of my cutie mods, Tyra. Thanks so much. Let's Be Clear is here. Hey, let's be clear. How are you? How are you? Are these two still even relevant? Jacqueline, I'll scroll down. I'll see if you are in the building. You put that in before we started this live. So I'm assuming that you mean Oprah and T.D.Jakes. I don't want to assume, but I'm assuming that's who you're talking about because that's who was on the thumbnail initially. So we shall discuss, but absolutely, I would say so. Dog Lady, happy Saturday to you. Holly B, hey, Holly. Know what? Welcome, welcome, welcome. First time I'm seeing you. Welcome. Hello, Tanisha. How are you? Happy Saturday. Sweet Essence, Avis. Papa Tyra doing okay. Okay, that's awesome. Hey, DG. How are ya? Happy Saturday. Tanisha is from Flint, Michigan. Welcome. Midwest represent. Tanisha, excuse my ignorance. How is the water in Flint? I am praying, hoping, and also assuming that everything is finally okay there. But let me know. Let me know in the comments. Hey, Felicia, how are you? DG is out of South Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One of my cutie crew sisters. Hey, Reembas. How are you? Happy Saturday. TNCG Mom is here. Okay, you tired? Okay, I feel you. Hey, Avis, you are from Florida. All right, Sweet Essence, South Carolina. Reembas, you from Alabama. I feel like you said that before in the past, but I'm not sure. But okay, TNTG Mom is in Georgia. You guys know I am in Nevada by way of Chi-Town. I will always, always represent the Chi. Always. Hey, Deborah. Pittsburgh in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Linda Gamble is here. Sweet tea. Sweet tea. Next members only. You have to give us an update on if you are moving or not still. You guys know I don't forget a damn thing. Let us know in the next members only. Sharon G is here. You're from New Jersey. All right. Angela Richardson. Thanks so much, sis. I am doing well. I'm just tired. I've been up and at it. Honestly, I'm proud of myself because I got up at 5. I let the dogs out. I went back and laid down and I stayed in the bed until 9 o'clock. That is not like me. 9 a.m. And I was so happy. But I'm tired because I've been working since then. Okay, it's crazy. Deborah, I got you. Tanisha, the water is fine. Okay, in some areas. Okay. You know, it's crazy. We from the US of A. we shouldn't even have to have that conversation, period. You know what I mean? Hey, Alf, how are you? Happy Saturday. Angela L. Hi y'all. Hope all is well. Haven't caught a live in a while, North Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you are here, Angela. Thanks for joining me, sis. I appreciate it. I do, I do, I do. All right, you are from. Yes, I know you from New Orleans, Louisiana. Let me say Louisiana. Bridget J. Hey, Bridget J. You know I gotta properly say hello to Bridget J. Bridget J, we haven't had those problems out of you, but I'm gonna say this for you forever.
Girl, what's going on?
What's going on, Bridget J from Cleveland? Representing. Okay, sweet tea. Thanks, sis. Mocha Pam is here. Lulu from Dallas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I think that's it. Good evening to Lavinia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to Linda Gamble and Tara modding for me tonight. You guys look out for me, child. I guess on Monday. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. You guys look out. You know, I like to just give my mods a little something, something. So tomorrow for sure. Maybe tonight, once I'm done. We shall see. But let's get started, guys. I just wanted to come and chat with you with some hot topics for today. Shout out to those of you that watched that B. Simone video that I uploaded earlier. I never cared for her. I'm sorry. I have that right. It is okay. Okay. And yeah, she just does not do it for me. She breeds scammer for me. You know, if any of you in the comment section like it, I love it. We can always disagree, agree to disagree. But yeah, for me, mm-mm. And I have more. So outside of the video that I did earlier, if you didn't check it out, make sure to go check it out. But outside of that, there's more that she said. And I just don't understand this chick. That's just me. For those of you, Love and Mirror Huntsville audience, you guys should remember B. Simone from being with Stormy Steele. She interviewed Stormy Steele before. And you know, so we'll get into a bit more when it comes to B. Simone. We'll get into Oprah and T.D.Jakes speaking on their involvement or nah with Diddy. Also Fat Joe, 50 Cent, allegedly, um, Fat Joe wanted to unalive 50 Cent. I want you all's thoughts on that because I was always confused. You know, we knew that it was Fat Joe, Ja Rule. They were real close. Ja Rule and 50 are enemies. I never understood. Is Fat Joe a culture vulture? I want to talk about that tonight as well. Brittany Janae. Hey, Brittany Janae. Welcome, 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 sis. Thanks for joining me. Who else I want to discuss tonight? Um, I want to discuss, shout out to Simone, a cutie crew sis. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this on the main page is I was so shocked that a lot of people did not even know what passport bros meant, what they do. And I want to talk about a little bit of that this evening with you guys, just in case you all aren't familiar. All right. Lovable Scorpion said, yes, he is. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. But first, I want to start this off with something that was just so adorable to me. I'm a daddy's girl. Did you guys know that Stephen A. Smith had kids? I didn't even know the man had kids. But Stephen A. Smith's daughter came out, not came out in that way, but it was Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. And she is the cutest and she's comical. So I want to show you guys two things from her. First, we'll look at why do I keep doing this? First of all, let me do this. Okay, I'm on the right mic. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me share this page. You did, Jacqueline? I didn't know. I guess I never ever felt the need to look it up. But she's adorable. Good bad apple. Girl, I was about to put a APB out on you. I really, really was. Hey, sis. Hey, good bad apple. We missed you. Hope all is well. I'm gonna DM you because it's been a while. But yeah, I'm happy to see you. I miss our debates. I really, really do. But you guys take a look at this. This is Stephen A. Smith's daughter. I didn't either, Bridget J. Thank you, sis. So I won't feel by myself. I did not know that this man had kids. Not only Stephen A. Smith got some brownie points from me this week because not only do he have a kid or two, I believe he got them that look like us, meaning ain't no mixing up in there. Nothing wrong with mix. I got mixed family members. But I'm just happy when well, let me not talk too soon because I don't know who he dating now. But you guys take a look at this. This was absolutely hilarious. She's a star. She is a star. I want to see more of her. I really, really do. So let me push play. Let me bring the speaker over so you guys can see it. If you have not hit the like button, please make sure to hit the like button. Double check. Make sure you are subscribed. And let's get started. Oh, I love her.
Being today, one thing we know for sure is that it's bring your daughter to work day. Because look who's in the building. Samantha Smith. Look at that. Camera ready.
Hello, say hi.
Hi guys, I'm Samantha. I'm talking here.
Yes.
I'm Steven's daughter. I'm so happy to be here. I made so many friends. This is really
You just got here 5 minutes ago.
This is a really great experience, and I feel really grateful to be here, you guys. We absolutely love the
Typical dad. I love all of his expressions. Typical dad. But let's finish.
analysis there by
so
Samantha. Thank
good.
you. Oh, you can
Did you
type this up any
did you
day.
just interrupt her while she was talking?
I'm so sorry. Please, should we just?
No, it's good. We're gonna wrap and get it back to Bristol. We just needed to show you were camera ready and ready to go. So next time you're on vacation, let's slide the other one in.
I will.
Yes?
You can tell she's a daddy's girl. Daddy's girls are represent. But check this out. She impersonated her dad. I just want to start something. Look, it's been so nasty these past couple weeks. We got lawsuits, we got details of the lawsuits, we got bedroom activities, we got freak offs, we got so much that I needed a cleanse. Okay. But take a look at her impersonating her daddy. She is so funny.
It's your boy Stevie A. Smith live from Madison Square Garden, home of the Knicks. Tonight, we are playing the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers. And let me tell y'all, the score is 50-10. 50-10. This is blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. This is a monstrosity. This is embarrassing. I grew up in the Bronx. What are they doing? Where's the defense? Where's the defense? This is a perfunctory. What are we doing here? Knicks, I don't even know what to say. Step it up. If you want to hear more from Stevie A. Smith, tune into my show, the Stevie A. Smith Show, only on ESPN, because I got a lot to say, as always.
Baby, she got the hairline pushed back and everything. Isn't she beautiful, sweet tea? Okay, is he married? Know what? Is he married to a sister or somebody else, child? I again wanted to start this off with a quick little cackle. There was another video floating around of her where she was putting her fingers on his forehead. She was telling him she wants him to get a hair transplant. Personality is all that. I love her. At first sight, she's just amazing. So shout out to Stephen A. Smith and his daughter. I really, really enjoyed that. And as I mentioned, I enjoyed his reaction to her. I really, really did. We're gonna touch and go on this, child, because if anybody knew, I knew what Kevin Hunter was up to. Wendy Williams' ex. Isn't she? Oh my goodness. Really, sweet essence. No. And I don't care. Love who you love, but are you serious? Child, let me Hold on. Is there a picture of his wife anywhere? Did he do a Shannon Sharp or like a lot of them? Shannon got kids that look like us. Hold on. Stephen A. Smith, wife. Hold on. Hold on. Um. Oh, he's not married at all. Stephen A. Smith is not married. Oh, is he dating his coworker Molly? I don't know. I'll research. We'll talk about that later. Let me just be happy for Stephen right now. He irks me. He irks me, but I truly, truly enjoyed his daughter. So shout out to him for that. Okay. What's next? Kevin Hunter, bald head, or can't stand him. We knew what was up with Kevin. If you didn't know, you should know. And if you don't know, I'm about to tell you. But before I get to that, thank you so very much, Bella. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're welcome for the evening live. I'm going to try to squeeze it in. I may do Mondays. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna try to get it in here somehow, some way. But thank you, Bella. Let me properly thank Bella. Thank you for the super chat. If you would like to leave a love offering, you can do that via super chat or cash app. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bella. Money, 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 money. Okay, and yes, he is single. He is single. But shout out to his daughter. I love her. I love her, love her, love her. Let's get into this real quick. Kevin Hunter filed a $250 million lawsuit a couple days ago against Wendy Williams' guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, and the judge overseeing her guardianship. I touched on this just a tad bit the other day when he filed it. And look, right message, wrong messenger. Now, had Lil Kevin filed it on behalf of his mother, that's a different thing. Kevin, you a whole ex-husband that had a whole side chick, a whole baby on her. And it was bullshit for me from the start of him filing this lawsuit. It really was. And Wendy Williams is calling bullshit as well. Okay. She said that it is a money grab. She calls him a money grubber that's doing evil things. Now, my thing is, I'll read a little bit, but my thing is, Wendy, in my opinion, wouldn't be in this predicament, period, if it wasn't for Kevin. And it's the audacity for me. He's low down, he's dirty. Because I think that his goal of filing this lawsuit was to make sure that his alimony payments go on. Everything is at a cease with Wendy being, under guardianship. And the Negro went and filed a lawsuit. Okay. Wendy said she had no idea Hunter was filing a $250 million lawsuit against her guardian and the judge overseeing her case. She was clear about cutting ties. She said, nor do I want him to be a part of my life like that. No, because I'm divorced forever. She called him a money grubber and said, it's good to know that he's doing such evil things again. About the lawsuit, Wendy Williams said, he won't win. Wendy's attorney also added that he has no standing to add her name to a lawsuit or any authority from Wendy whatsoever. And they certainly don't need his help. If they want to file a lawsuit, they will. So thanks, but no thanks. But in his lawsuit, he targeted 48 defendants, including Morrissey, Wells Fargo, her assisted living facility, and so forth. He alleged constitutional violations and wrongful confinement, seeking $250 million in damage and a new impartial guardian. He's also seeking to be named Wendy's next friend. Can you guys in the comments let me know what is next friend? He's seeking to be named Wendy's next friend, someone who can legally act on her behalf. I never heard that term. You know what I mean? Power of attorney, but not next friend. But his lawyer, the audacity, acknowledged Wendy's lack of involvement, saying, unfortunately, she is not legally aware of all the evidence that supports his claims that she should not be forced to suffer from guardianship. Um, his lawyer added, I plan on laying out sufficient evidence to support our claims and ensure that her rights are vindicated and she is made whole financially. That last sentence is what it's what it's about, period. He wants Wendy made whole again financially so he can continue to take her money. So, Deborah, a lot of people don't. So it is BS. I'm glad that Wendy Williams spoke out personally to TMZ and her lawyer as well. He's trash. He's really, really trash. And how dare you act like you have her best interests at heart? You know what I mean? Deborah said, I don't trust Wendy's son either. And I get it. I get it because we know at one point, Deborah, Wendy spoke out against her own son. But I think that they've mended that relationship. The son was young, he was blowing through his mom's money and all of that. And but look, I would have rathered her son. Her dad is still alive. She has her niece, she has her sister, anybody but that chump. Okay, anybody but him. So take your oof. These men, that's all I gotta say is ill. Good bad apple, thank you so much. You've been under the weather. Oh, sis, you say you feeling much better now. I am happy to hear that. Thank you so much. You know, you are one that I look forward to debating. So thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you.
What I say for you? Tell them to bring me my money.
All right, let me see what you guys are saying about Kevin Hunter. Let me read some comments. And prayers going up for Wendy Williams, man. It's like it's crazy that she is still under guardianship. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, he has 2 daughters. She went to college with him. Okay, thank you, lovable Scorpion. Let's see. It's too much, Tasha. It is too much. My goodness. Do you guys know what we are intaking? And some of it, maybe all of it, we do have a right to just close everything down. But I'm so hooked on the Diddy case, I know every detail. I know a little bit too much. If you guys did not hear the video that I put up on my backup channel, QT TV, make sure to go over there. Explosive text messages between Diddy and Cassie. Once Diddy found out that Cassie was cheating on him with her now husband. Also, pictures from the raid. So I'll drop the backup channel in a minute. But let's see what you guys are saying about Kevin Hunter. Yes, he will lose. He really needs the money. Yes. Oh, thank you, Cass. Thank you so much. Tara said he needs to get a job. Hey, Kathy. What else? The lady used to work in the financial industry. Know what lady? Are you talking about the one that's a part of Wendy's guardianship? I know there was some lady that used to work at Wells Fargo. Is that the one that's her legal guardian now? Let me know. DG said that's true. No standing as a divorced ex-husband. He can't recover anything unless he was like her power of attorney, PR, or power of attorney to even act on her behalf. That's why I don't even understand. The lawyer, in my opinion, is letting it be known that he's just one of those ambulance chaser type lawyers, because why would he even advise him to proceed with this lawsuit? You know, he's a big loser, Reem Bass. Okay, let's see. That next friend must be DG. We were supposed to do something special together. I'll reach out to you. We were supposed to do a Cutie Crew members only live together. Let me make a note. DG said that next friend must be something state specific in New York. I've never heard of that, and I'm an attorney, although I don't do probate stuff. Yeah, that's the first I've ever heard of that. It really is. Let's see. And yes, we are so glad Good Bad Apple is feeling better. Yes, we are. Okay, news is breaking that U.S. striking Iran. Oh, according to CNN, the orange man is at it again. Stay prayed up. Next of kin, but he's not. And well, I closed the window out now, but it's similar to, him acting on her behalf. So he's not next of kin. Next of kin is her son, Yes, Tasha, get a job, Kevin. These Negroes is cray. Hey, Neva P. All right, Indigo Girl said he's presenting as her next of kin. However, she has an adult child and she's divorced from him. So he can't be her next of kin. Facts. Could you imagine an ex? Let me get Diddy and Cassie. Well, I still got them on here. Could you imagine an ex that you divorced because of cheating, because of buying the chick a house with my money, because of the sad baby, because of the disrespect? Could you imagine? Can you? Him coming back after the divorce, trying to speak or do anything on your behalf? That's crazy to me. It really, really is. But he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's to be expected with the likes of a Kevin Hunter. Okay, thanks, Gigi. You say I Googled it, and it's a term for someone who act like a guardian ad litem or similar guardian for a disabled or minor litigant. Okay. You saw it. Did you watch the video, child? Did you see all that Astroglad and baby oil? It's crazy. Oh, okay. Thanks. Know what you say? The lady who's Stephen A. Smith's wife used to work in the the lady who's Stephen A. Smith's wife used to work in the financial industry, but he's not married. So you mean his ex-wife? I don't know. But welcome. We're gonna get on to the next topic. I mentioned earlier, B. Simone did a video earlier. Check it out. We'll look at both parts live, but she's done more. And I hope that this young lady that is the one that sat down with B. Simone, I really, really hope that that young lady realizes that this is not your friend. B. Simone opened up about her feelings of being jealous of this friend. The friend's name is Shekinah, and Shekinah received an opportunity she couldn't take credit for giving her. So B. Simone was mad because the friend got a new opportunity, and B. Simone was upset because she couldn't take the credit for that. I'm so confused. If this don't show you her character, I just don't know what. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen. Shout out to the Bish Gossip. So, well, let's take a look first. Hit the like if you haven't already.
And I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. Mm-hmm. And you called me back. I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted. You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous. Because we went through all the emotions. Like, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm just I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
How does she like putting them on? And that friend earlier said that she got a car repossessed, she got evicted, DCFS was involved and all of that. And B. Simone sat there and watched her go through that while just donating and giving other folks money. Me either, Good Bad Apple never liked her. Something's wrong with her. Let's continue.
How recently I have this opportunity and I call to you and I do this together.
So I don't know if the opportunity was a movie role or what, but that first clip, B. Simone had a dry response to her when she called to tell her, she was very excited. And B. Simone just gave her a dry, whatever. Then B. Simone wants credit for calling her right back and saying, I don't know why I was feeling that way. I don't even know what I was feeling. If you're not feeling anything but joy, then you're not her friend. It's not that hard. But let's continue.
How can we make money together? How can we build together?
So she want to build together, but she don't want her to be able to do anything solo. That's why she was okay with watching her struggle. A lot of people like if you just support them, but they're not going to return that support. You know what I'm saying? But if we could do it together, girl, bye.
How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires I want to do it together. Yeah. And there was a point in my life where I had that and it was crumbled. So I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years. Maybe the longest season ever. The longest season ever. Yeah. And I think, I know that's what it was. But I was so convicted. I called you right back. I was like, that's not right. Yeah. Like your friend, she just told me she was doing something so bomb. Yeah. So great. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's disgusting. Yeah.
It is disgusting. And it's about all that I could stand to listen to. What are your thoughts about that? Is it me? Is it me? That's exactly what it is, just Mia. That's it. And I hope the young lady realizes that. It sounds like she wants to be the only one successful, the one that puts everybody on. That's what it sounds like to me. It also sounds like she was happy seeing her friend struggle. She loved it in. You know what I mean? Loved her. And like Good Bad Apple said, I have never cared for B. Simone. It is what it is. It's not like I hate her. It's not like I hate her or anything like that. But after that whole scamming, when she wrote this manifestation, journal that she peddled and sold to the female population, and come to find out that she copied it word for word, bar for bar from Pinterest. For me, I'm never able to get over that. So yeah, it was like I'm not subscribing to anything she has going forward. That's just me. That was a couple years ago. But for those of you that did not see my video earlier, first of all, what's wrong with you? Check it out. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at another clip of this exchange that B. Simone had with her best friend. What? Best friend. Okay, take a look and then we will discuss. So you just watched her saying that she was jealous in so many words. She couldn't celebrate her friend, but she was open to getting all the praise, you know what I mean, and all of that from people, from her friend. But when it was time for the shoe to be on the other foot and you do that in return, she couldn't even do it. If it's authentic, it's easy. You gonna do it. She couldn't even do it. And that was on top of this. Take a look.
Best friend with a celebrity. Everybody thinks that, oh, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got it, or they helping you. Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year. Jesus. And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed. Jesus.
I'm so sick of the Jesus. First of all, not you. I'm talking about coming out of B. Simone's mouth. Mama V. Exactly, sis. Exactly. Bridget J said a real friend would never say that. I totally agree. Now, I'm going to continue this, but B. Simone didn't owe her anything. That's not what I'm saying. She did not owe her friend a handout. But guess what? Don't call me friend then. And definitely don't call me BFF, because me as a friend, I'm just not going to sit and look at you struggle and you're my best friend. I'm not going to sit there and cry with you and because I'm well to do. I've made millions. It's questionable, again, how. Some of it allegedly, in my opinion, scamming. But I got a couple dollars. So that little Toyota that's $6,000, girl, here. Give this to the car people. Once you get on and get your money up, you can pay me back then. Or as a matter of fact, I got it. As your best friend, don't even worry about paying me back. That's what a friend would do. It's simple. Call me your associate. And no expectations, period. But no, you can't call me your best friend and I got evicted, I lost my car, and all you could say is Jesus. Jesus. Girl, if you don't get up out of here, let's continue.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. They're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now.
So she said, as a friend who has it, it's hard to digest. Another part in that video, she spoke about B. Simone doing things for attention. Now, that's not what her friend said. That's what I'm saying. Because she spoke about how hard it was for her to sit back and watch B. Simone have these weekly contests where she's giving away money to those that are in need. But you sitting here on the phone with her, girl, did you see this? Girl, did you do this? You know, you sitting on the phone with your friend, but no, you're not good enough for me to say, you know what, let me help my friend too. Straight BS. On top of what she said, as far as not being able to congratulate her friend and be happy for her friend. You know, friendships are reciprocal, okay? Reciprocal. And that's just me. I will never sit back and just watch a friend struggle and all I got to say is Jesus and I got $1 million in my bank account. Absolutely not. Girl, here go 20,000. Get on your feet. You got babies. I would hate for your kids to be taken away from you. What kind of mess is this? What kind of mess is this? Neva P say envy is a dangerous thing, isn't it, sis? Isn't it? Good Bad Apple said, I don't like how she acted with the baby and then made anti-black statements when he popped out with Danny Lay. Yes. And Danny Lay had a problem with that too. You know, she was thirsty as hell when it comes to the baby, but she popped out with it under the guise of it's comedy. I'm just joking. No, you weren't. Because if the baby would have said, let's go, you would have went. So I never liked her. Never will. It is her friend's testimony. Kudos to her. But that's not a friend. Period, point blank. And I was shocked to see the second clip of her, saying that she couldn't even congratulate her. That's an enemy. I saw in the comments somebody said frenemy. Where is it? That's what it is, a frenemy. It wasn't her responsibility, but as a friend, she should have gave her something. Right. Absolutely. My friend wouldn't have to ask because I'm down for her. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you. Holly B said these girls love some frenemies. Now look, we saw a whole group of frenemies, Cabo 6, and what happened with Shanquella. So yeah, you got to be real careful today. You got to pay attention to all of the signs. You really, really do. And I hope that that young lady pays attention to the signs. That's not a friend. It's not just me saying it. It's not just me. Over here, somebody said, oh, hell no. No way. I'm a millionaire. My friend ain't got a paid off 4K car. So the car was worth $4,000. Wow. This hurt to watch. We really have to employ wisdom and discernment with who we consider a friend. This person felt like I did, sitting there talking about Jesus, and I'm homeless. That's all you did was pat on the back and say Jesus. And just because you're saying Jesus, you think that's right? Spectation say she enjoyed her friend beneath her. Good point. Good point. Let's see what Angela Richardson said. Hold on. Let me put this back up here so I can see you all's comments a little better. The friend is speaking her truth to remove her gracefully. SMW, I hope so. Because I did get that feeling while watching. Let me go ahead and lay everything out on the table. That way, you don't have a question as to why we are no longer friends in quotation marks. I hope that's the case. I really, really do. Time will tell. You know, if anybody know that young lady's social, let me know because I would love to follow her. Let's see. The friend knows exactly how she feels now about her. I hope so, TNTG mom. You know, maybe, you know, she kept it cool in their sit down, but I don't think that that was just by chance. You know, I really don't. And I hope that she is out of there when it comes to her connection to B. Simone. I really, really do. The real Nikki said, definitely not a friend. Coco Lee. Hey, Coco Lee. Sounds like B. Simone likes giving when she can publicize it, but her BFF can suffer in silence. Whack. What happened to I got you? I'm part of your village. Right. And, you know, B. Simone is one that once she got caught up in that scam with the journal that she copied again, word for word, bar for bar, then she found the Lord. Then she found the Lord, and then she was selling things about that too. Girl, bye. Yes, God had her back. Speak your truth, okay? People like her want to see you down. Instead of giving her hand and help pull her up, she wanted to see her down. Sad but true. I agree. Look, Angela Richardson said Jesus would have told her to help. What would Jesus do? Angela Richardson, I totally agree with you. What would Jesus do? You know? Angela, you had another comment that I wanted to read, though. Let me scroll up. Patricia said, everybody talking about Jesus using his name in vain isn't going to heaven. She's playing on that emotion. I think so as well. Who would want a friend like that? Okay, here it is. Yep. If I'm a friend, I would have given her the money. I don't want to see someone I care about struggling. And if it's in my power to help them, I would do just that. Facts. Facts. You know? So look, I don't think this will be the last. I do think that we will get some type of apology or, you know, awareness video from B. Simone and all of that. I'll be following it just to report on it. But yeah, she lost me years ago. She really, really did. Whole scammer. Let me put my disclaimer up here. Whole scammer, in my opinion only. And everything that I'm saying is alleged. But let's keep it moving. I don't know if you guys were like me when it comes to this Diddy trial. And once I learned that Diddy was arrested and all of that, I thought that some explosive names were going to be revealed. Now, I don't know if Diddy is just not snitching. That could be it. But T.D.Jakes' name have been out there a lot when it comes to Diddy. We did see Oprah at a couple Diddy functions, and they've spoken about it. Hey, Simone. Simone, you're here. I'm doing a part 2 on the Passport Bros conversation just because a lot of the ladies and members only did not have a clue what that was. So I wanted to touch on that again tonight. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Oprah and T.D. Jakes sat down. Now, T.D. Jakes stepped down and from the pulpit recently, but he did meet up with Oprah. And let's take a look at what they had to say. Because I thought I was going to at least hear some explosiveness when it comes to TD, to Pastor. But take a listen, guys.
I have never been near a tough part.
Everybody wants distance now from Diddy. Oprah said, I've never been to a puff party.
And anybody who knows me knows if there is a party, I'm the first one out. I'm the first one out.
But people love salacious.
Yes.
Stories.
Yeah.
They love salacious stories. And you can tell them stories about you feeding those girls in South Africa.
No, I can't.
I don't want to hear about that at all.
I do want to hear about that, but I like salacious stuff too now.
If you tell them about Puffy's biceps, they want to follow you all the way around the world. And I think it's because we have become so engrossed in other people's lives to keep from having our own. We are drunk off of things that don't matter to distract us from the things that do matter.
Well, look, now this could be a distraction too. Look, everybody innocent until proven guilty. They have not been proven guilty of anything or any wrongdoings or any actions and all of that. They definitely have not. But look, Oprah, you had a whole talk show for years. And that talk show was similar to I would say a lot of content creators, talking about folks and what's going on in their lives. At one point in the earlier years with Oprah, it was gossip, it was salacious stories. So my thing is, don't talk down upon things that you yourself has done and some stories continue to do. You got a whole own network over there. What people were talking about grooming, even though she sold it, or not all her shares or whatever. People lying about being groomed. You got AB users over there. Come on now. And T.D. Jakes, you look well. He stepped down, they say, because of his health, but a lot of people felt like TD was trying to step down because they ain't want nothing to come out. And he stepped down a week before that trial started. So I don't know what happened in their lives, but they acknowledged it. And who was that said what I said in the comment, that a lot of people are trying to separate. Patricia said they're falling down one by one until they get the big fish. Ooh, so you think Diddy a small fish? You think Diddy a small fish? Somebody else said that B. Simone's outfit, Coco Lee. Did you see my video earlier? Because I do have that outfit there where she was preaching to folks, and I couldn't tell if it was shorts or panties. Okay. But that's what she had on, and a suit jacket. So if you didn't see it, check out the old video. The video that I dropped earlier today. And look, yeah, everybody does have room for growth. Hopefully B. Simone will correct her wrongs just like we have to correct ours, but I'm not supporting it. I'm not, especially after that exchange that I watched with her friend. What are your thoughts about Oprah and T.D. Jakes? Let me see what you guys are saying. Hit the like button. 209 of you are joining me. Thank you so very much. While I scan for some comments, we are watching Real Housewives of Atlanta tomorrow live on Patreon. And join me live before the live watch party because I got some explosive-ish about Brit Edie that I'll discuss before my live watch party. If you want to join us over there on Patreon, feel free to do so. Cutie Crew Sundays are open to both groups. So you guys check for the link tomorrow and join me. Okay, let's take a look. That's why I will be at Bedside Baptist Church, not past the pillow, Linda Campbell. Look, I venture out to a church that I used to frequent when I first moved to Vegas years ago. And since I've moved back, I've been there several times. But most times, Linda, most times, I'm at Bedside Baptist as well. You hear me? I do send in offerings, though. Angela Richardson, let me get this off the screen, said, I believe if he gets a guilty plea, then he will start talking. Okay. For the most part, he has not released any names. Simone said, why would, ooh, chow. Simone, sis, can I say that? Why would, I'm going to say it. Simone said it. I didn't. Why would old ass T.D.Jakes stop at Diddy's house to say happy birthday? Man, bye. Ooh, child. I remember reading about the Passport Bros going to Brazil in Essence magazine way back when I was in college. It's been happening for a long time. Yes, and that's what I told the Cutie Crew the other night, Good Bad Apple. This is not new, but we will educate those that don't know about these scandalous, low down, nasty, bringing back diseases to their wives and women passport brothers. It's coming. Let's see. Jake's trying to fight on multiple fronts. Ain't he involved in a lawsuit? I believe so. What happened to the daughter? Did she ever get I'm not the daughter. The girl, I forgot her name. Did she ever get her daughter back from T.D.Jakes' daughter? I forgot her name, but she was fighting to get her child back that she say was stolen from her. I don't know, honest, but I can't judge. Only God. Diddy trial taking forever, and I don't know. Okay, Mary Faith. Diddy's trial should be over within the next week or two. The prosecution did not rest this past Friday, but they should be resting one day this week. They've taken 4 or 5 weeks. But Diddy's lawyers allegedly said they don't need much time at all to prove their case. So once the defense rests, it is in the hands of the jury. Now, I'm wondering if they are going to sequester the jury at least while they're deliberating on a verdict. Craziest thing to me that they didn't have these jury members sequestered all this time, but I'll let you guys know we all are into that. Shout out to the content creators that's covering it. Puffy, who I've never been to a party, Lord knows. Puffy, who I've never been to a party, Lord knows. Yeah, T.D.Jakes knows he like, ooh, child, don't start that swallowed up. I agree with you regarding people trying to distance themselves away from Diddy and Tyler Perry. Yes, we spoke about Tyler Perry in detail the other night. I touched on it in a live the other day. And never mix business with personal. That's all I got to say. And I think Tyler Perry is going to have to pay something. I do. Yeah, I used to have T.D.Jakes swallowed up. I cleaned up my string yard. But you guys know I used to play that a lot. Which house? LA, New York, Miami, or private island, or all of them are far away from Dallas. What are you guys talking about with the houses? I don't know. Let me know. Not take that Jakes. Y'all a mess. Oh. Okay, SMW said, my opinion is that B. Simone really doesn't have it to give. That's why her reply was Jesus. It wasn't, I'm sorry that you had to go through this. Was going through what? It wasn't, I'm sorry that you had to go through this. I was going through this recognized by the public. Okay, I don't understand the last part, SMW. Put the last part in the chat for me again. But she has money. She has money. And let's just put it this way. She had enough to assist. She got some money. She's been on Wild and Out. She's had different things, speaking engagements and all of that. I think she's well to do enough where she could have assisted. And look, if I ain't got it and you about to get evicted, girl, come on over and take this bedroom until you get back on your feet. Again, that's calling someone your friend, your best friend. Diddy is the small fish, okay? We shall see. Well, he is a billionaire. Well, he was, Patricia. But you mean those that are multi billionaires, okay? Nope, they still got her son. Okay, it was a little boy, and they still got him. I wonder what happened. As far as I know, Michelle does not have her baby back. Okay, and that was her name, huh? Per another blogger, they will likely rest next week, and the defense is putting up witnesses for about 2 to 5 days. Okay, thank you. Yeah, when I read Inner City Press, I read that too, that they only need a couple days. I don't know if that's good or bad, but if they got all their ducks in a row, it is what it is. We shall see. I will say this. I don't know if you guys believe this, but I do. Not saying that what that man did in no way, shape, or form was right when it comes to a lot of the shit that Diddy did. But you have to admit, Diddy is a drug addict and an ex addict. He really, really is. Hold on, let me turn this fan off. He was just functional, when it comes to the drugs, and was still able to work and get this empire, build that up from the ground up. But that man to me is a drug addict. It's been proven in court, and an ex addict. Anytime you got cases and cases and cases of Astroglide, did you guys see the pictures? If not, go to QTTV. They're over there. Cases of that stuff, but we'll see. Sarah Jakes still has that woman's daughter. It's just a shame. It really is. It really is. And look at that's why, I ain't with the whole T.D.Jakes. Absolutely. I've listened to some of his sermons and really, really enjoyed them. But how could you allow your daughter to do that? This lady has publicly been begging for her child, and that baby should have been given back to his mama. Let's see. Yes, Bridget J. They should have been sequestered. Diddy was a central figure in hip hop. He networked with the who's who. He mastered running his private deviant behavior for 3 decades by strong arming staff. That's classic Rico. It is. We'll discuss. Week by week. I go from they got them to they don't. They got them to they don't. But time will tell. That's for sure. It will be in the jury's hands. The fact that they are dressing Diddy speaks volumes. Good point, Tiff. Because I probably would have stayed away from him. Now, look, would I distance myself from Diddy had I been anybody that, had contact with him? Absolutely. So I don't blame them for that. But if I'm distancing myself, I'm going to also distance myself from any conversation about him, because like somebody else said, I think it was Angela Richardson, if he's found guilty, he may get in there and start telling on everybody. Tyler Perry must have cut Christian Keys a nice check because he literally went ghost after making his claims. I was so tickled at Kempire saying Christian Keys blocked him for no reason. Did he? Yes, we talked about that the other night. Good Bad Apple. That we even played Christian's video when he came out. And you are absolutely right. Silent hasn't uttered a word that speaks settlement to me. Okay? It really, really does. Okay, let's see. Couple more, and then we're going to get into this Fat Joe real quick. We're also going to get into the alleged setup of that they're saying that Fat Joe wanted to unalive 50 Cent at one point, and then we'll end it off with the Passport Bros conversation. I will open this up to any one of you if you want to come up. Feel free to click the link And then we'll be out of here. I've been running my mouth for an hour already, child. But I'll drop the link if you want to come up. Let's see. Couple more. In my opinion, and allegedly, Diddy still has tapes that the feds didn't find. So there are some folks higher up who are still worried. I do think there are a lot of people worried. And yeah, look, Diddy traveled the world and they hit all of his main homes in the US, but we don't know if there's other things in other places. You know what I'm saying? Diddy could have other properties where it's not in the US's jurisdiction to go and raid and all of that. So I've always felt that, and I also heard that Diddy had tapes secret cameras damn near in every room of his home, homes. And if that's the case, again, if he got one outside the country or two or three of them, you're right. Those tapes and all of that could be somewhere else. So yeah, the mom has her now. She popped up on another CC's live with her daughter. The Jakes have kept it hush hush. Okay, it was a little boy, correct, Simone? It was a little boy. And are you saying that the mom, Michelle, has her child back? Because she had multiple kids, Simone. So if you saw her with a daughter, that doesn't mean that that's the child that the Jake's daughter has. Let me know. A real friend gives their last for their friends who are in need. Yes. Good Bad Apple sure didn't hear nothing from him no more. Talking about Christian Keys. Christian got a settlement. And this is all alleged because Christian never named who he was talking about. But his friend Claudia Jordan came out and said, oh, yeah, he talking about Tyler Perry. And we remember, and we saw this and we saw that. So I think he was paid off for sure. Yeah, Flojo, a lot of people saying that Trump may end up pardoning Diddy anyway. If they don't bring D-Rock or KK on the stand, Diddy is going to walk, in my opinion. That's what's so crazy to me, Bridget J, because so far, no D-Rock, who was a go-to in-between man, even when it comes to Cassie and all of that, and KK. So are they even still in the United States? Because I would have thought that unless the prosecution is waiting to put them on this week, I kind of sort of will have to agree. You know, I just hate, let me say this, and then we'll talk about Diddy in another live. I just hate that they spent so much time on his sex life. They've been at this for what? They started March 5th, I believe. So they've been at this a month and a week, the prosecution. And 3.5 or maybe 4 out of the 5.5 weeks, they've been talking about his sex life and the freak offs and the this and the that and that and the DV. And that's not what he's on trial, for. So no, not as of now, Valeria. No state charges. So this is federal. But we'll see. I'm telling you, I'm child follow everybody. I've been watching Armand, Queen Sheba doing the damn thing. I cannot, nothing against her. I cannot do Tisa Tales anymore. I just can't. Shout out to Tisa Tales, awesome content creator, big content creator. But Tisa be everywhere, here, there, everywhere. Yeah. Super chat acknowledgments, and then by the time she come back, she didn't forget what she was saying. But yeah, Armand really, really has my full attention. Do you hear me? I have popcorn and everything while I'm watching him just act a fool. Mr. Brother Loves like it's slippery and glistening all over his body, child. She has a son that was taken from Michelle. She has a son that was taken from Michelle. So it was a son. But Simone said she saw a daughter or saw her on another content creator's page with a daughter. I do know she has multiple kids. His name is Jason. It is Angela. Yep. Now that you said the name, I remember her saying Jason. And yes, somebody said Sarah. Cora Jakes is, and whoever said Sarah, I promise you, I look at my screen a little crazy, like it's not Sarah. but it is Cora. The younger daughter is the one with the little boy. Apparently, she adopted the boy because she said the mother neglected the child and she was taking care of him. She had proof and facts. Well, the mother had proof and facts too, Valeria. And it seemed like she was swindled out of her child to me. But Valeria, I promise you, we'll go into detail. We'll do a deep dive into this and we'll talk about it in another live. Coco Lee said, seeing all the boxes and costumes and the production setup for the FOs lead me to believe that Diddy is selling those videos on the black web. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all, have been prompted to come out and distance themselves. You think so? You think so? Tyler has paid him off. Yes, you guys are talking about Christian. I meant Michelle has a son that was taken by T.D.Jakes' daughter. Yes, I understood you. Hey, Angela. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Okay, couple more comments and we're going to move on. Also, allegedly, Valeria is saying that TP took Christian Keys off the All the Queen's Men show. Christian Keys was a key writer for the show, and TP was an assistant writer, and now he is writing the entire show. I'll do some research on that just to confirm, but I did hear that Christian Keys was the lead writer, and allegedly you've heard that he's now been removed. That's crazy. Somebody blocked. Oh, Simone. Earlier, Simone said that Christian Keys blocked her too. I'm sure she was over there cutting up in his damn comments. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Let's see. Okay, well, it's Cora Jakes, not Sarah Jakes, Simone. It is Cora Jakes who has custody of the little boy, not Sarah. So, all right. Okay, DG. That's what you and I were supposed to be meeting up. So we'll do that one day this week whenever you're free. I understand the restrictions with you, but let's try to get together maybe next Saturday. Let's shoot for next Saturday around this time and we'll discuss. Yes, smokes and mirrors. All right. Let's keep it moving. And I'm touching and going on this. I asked you guys at the start of this live if you felt like Fat Joe is a culture vulture. He is one that freely uses the N-word. He is one that has benefited off of the black hip-hop community. Nothing against Fat Joe. I just always like some of the things that he again moving as a black man to me was questionable, and he's not a black man. But other than that, we haven't heard too much when it comes to Fat Joe. That changed this week. Yes, sweet tea. Yes. Sarah Jakes is now the head lead pastor of Potter's House and her husband. I love Sarah Jakes. I do. I don't know what to think about Fat Joe. It's not good. Look, this is the year. Valeria, please let Jay-Z. I hope Jay-Z can keep his head above water, and I hope he is not involved in none of this tomfoolery. If he is, I will have to let him go as one of my favorite artists. I love me some Jay-Z. So far, though, it's only speculation. Nothing has come out about him. I do know I'll give him credit. Jay-Z, once he found out, because he and R. Kelly were on tour for the Best of Both Worlds. I don't know if you guys remember that. And once the charges came out back then about R. Kelly, Jay-Z cut him off ASAP. So, but this is the year where it seems like, again, it's been nasty. It's been real nasty, where it make you feel nasty, make you feel dirty, just listening to all of these different claims and these lawsuits and all of that. And as I said, Fat Joe had his turn this week. His former hype man filed a $20 million lawsuit against him. He accused Fat Joe, everything is alleged, of having sex with minors, paying for a 15-year-old girl to get a BBL. He forced this guy allegedly to participate in humiliating X acts and more. And the guy is saying that there were more than 4,000 I'm saying X with the S in front, acts that he had to participate in. So the lawsuit was filed by Tyrone Blackburn and Terrence Dixon. And no, that's what Fat Joe's lawyer said. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's go here or here. Well, we'll go here. But Fat Joe's attorney said that it is just BS, that it's retaliation and all of that. But let's go ahead and read the caption. We'll start with Fat Joe's attorney. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. They said that his former hype man's new $20 million lawsuit is a scheme for money. They're also calling out the opposing attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. They said that Blackburn is abusing the courts. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Blackburn was involved with Tony Buxby in some of the Diddy cases that were thrown out. And they say he's that type of an attorney. But they said it's a blatant act of retaliation. It's a desperate attempt to deflect actions from the civil suit that they filed first, which exposed this person that's suing him, alleged scheme to extort Fat Joe through lies, threats, and manufactured allegations. Joe's attorney said, we didn't just sue a disgruntled former employee trying to revive a false claim from 15 years ago. We sued the lawyer behind it all. Tyrone Blackburn has a well-documented pattern of abusing the courts to harass defendants and generate media attention. 2 separate federal judges have condemned his conduct. One for filing headline chasing lawsuits full of salacious and baseless claims, and another for making repeated legal misstatements and personal attacks in courts. He is now the subject of a pending referral to the Southern District's disciplinary committee. So that's, oh, Carla, you feel so too? That is Fat Joe's response to the initial claim. And I'm going to go through the claim. Then we will touch on what they are saying about Fat Joe allegedly wanting 50 Cent unalived. It is crazy. But let's go here. Give me 1 second. All right, let me put this back up on the screen, guys. Now, the guy is known in the industry, the one that is suing Fat Joe over on TikTok and Twitter and all of that. There are people that know all parties that's for him and saying that what he's saying did happen. And then there's people that saying that it, they don't believe him at all, that he was a little sketchy. Again, this is all alleged. But on April 29th, that's not what I want, child. So Fat Joe filed his lawsuit first on April 29th. And then June 18th, Terrence T.A. Dixon filed his $20 million lawsuit against Fat Joe. He's accusing him, and I'm going to ask you guys this once I get done reading this. But he's accusing Fat Joe of sexual coercion, labor exploitation, and engaging in acts with minors. He also alleged again that he was forced into over 4,000 sexual acts and witnessed inappropriate behavior involving underage girls. Now, for me, I don't know what's true or false, and everything is alleged, in my opinion. So I'm not going to speak on that. But I did sort of give it a side eye with the guy mentioning these alleged minors, because I do think that it is the attorney's responsibility to have those parties involved in this lawsuit as well. Does that make sense to you guys? If they're going to mention these minors where these things happened, why aren't they a part of this lawsuit? Should a man be able to add them to his lawsuit? Let me know that before we move on. Let me know. So he say that Fat Joe paid for a BBL. Where's the BBL girl and her mama? They should be involved. Fat Joe allegedly had an underage girl to perform. YouTube been letting us slide with a lot of this content, I think because of the Diddy trial. Allegedly had a young girl do oral. I'm gonna say that. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, I see you guys agree with me. So when they talk about this attorney Tyrone Blackburn, yeah, Tyrone, that's crazy to me, because I would think that Tyrone would have done his due diligence and went and got the girls. And not only is this guy suing, but we have these young ladies as well, and they can account to what they went through with Fat Joe. So when they say that this attorney has a reputation of putting in salacious and newsworthy titles to grab and go viral, I believe that, because I don't think that they should have that in that lawsuit, just their lawsuit. I don't. But anyway, we're gonna move on because we got the passport bros left. Fat Joe has also been accused of trying to hire someone to unalive 50 Cent. A former hype man says that Fat Joe would keep tabs on 50's performances in an attempt to ambush him in public. Now, I mentioned that I was confused as to how Fat Joe and 50 Cent had such a close relationship or friendship, you know what I'm saying? Because of the whole Ja Rule beef that 50 has. Here is Fat Joe and 50 Cent. This wasn't too long ago. They were also courtside at the Madison Square Gardens against the when Brooklyn was playing in the not the championship, the finals, but you guys know what I'm talking about. NBA games recently. They went together, sat together, floor side, and all of that. Well, in that lawsuit, that is what this guy is claiming. He said that there was a scheme that happened around 2006 or 2007. And at the time, Fat Joe and 50 Cent were at odds due to Joe's association with Ja Rule. And they said that Ja Rule and 50 Cent has been beefing since 2002, and they still beefing. They said that allegedly Fat Joe engaged in a calculated and premeditated conspiracy to unalive rapper Curtis Jackson, also known as 50 Cent. They alleged that Joe was living in Miami at the time when he received a call saying 50 Cent had been spotted at a venue in New York. From there, Fat Joe allegedly ordered a hit, but it fell through due to 50 Cent being surrounded by Navy SEAL type security. They also claimed that Fat Joe was frustrated that the job couldn't be carried out, allegedly saying he's been trying to get this Negro for a minute. He also claims that Fat Joe openly admitted to putting a bag on 50 Cent's head and was visibly distraught and shaking when the plot failed. According to the lawsuit, Joe was trying to track 50 by monitoring his performance schedule and in an attempt to ambush him in a public space. Fat Joe's lawyers denies all allegations. All allegations. So, I don't know. 50 Cent, it doesn't seem like he believes it, or at least to me, publicly, he's not going to say whether he does or does not. He did post a picture recently of he and Fat Joe after he heard about this. But 50 Cent is very, very calculated. And I don't know. I've always wondered how Fat Joe was able to separate that. You Ja Rule's boy and 50 Cent's boy. But this was 50's response. He said, these baseless accusations and claims are not credible. I'm sorry Joe has to endure this public scrutiny and damage to his reputation. This is a stick up. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying. I don't know. That hip hop scene, we now know, especially with all this shit that then came out with Diddy. I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't. They all want to act like they are in a mob. You know what I'm saying? They are the mob boss, the head boss, and all of that. And it's believable whether it's true or false. It's believable for me. But look, I think that this probably caused 50 Cent to raise an eyebrow. And like I said, I think 50 is definitely the type that's going to do his research and try to find out and see if the ducks line up. We'll see. Let's see. If you are a high-paying lawyer, you should be putting forth the people. That's all I'm saying, Angela. Tyrone is an ambulance chaser. He is. He gets a cut out of any recovery in the lawsuit. All lawyers get a cut. He wants to be like Ben Crump, but he apparently isn't that good of a lawyer. No, he's definitely an ambulance chaser. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the lawyer of the girl that said that Diddy hung her over the balcony? Let me know in the comments. And she fired him. I believe that is the attorney. Some states do not have statutes of limitations on certain crimes involving minors. If you have knowledge but failed to report, you can be prosecuted as well in several states, allegedly. And that's what I'm saying when it comes to this guy accusing Fat Joe of it. So your ass was sitting there and you saw him with these minors. Same way I feel about the people that was involved in R. Kelly's case. Same way I feel about a lot of people involved in this Diddy's mess. Everybody just sit there and just look and look and look and don't say anything until you're suing. It's crazy. Remy Ma's giving credit to Fat Joe when she came home. This might be why he's comfortable in the community. Well, he's been comfortable in the community, Jacqueline, before Remy Ma. He hangs with all of the fellas, in the hip hop. He's hip hop. And I don't have a problem with him, but I have a problem. Look, if it's up to me, I try to say Negro. But if a Negro get me mad enough and I'm doing commentary or whatever, you may hear the other N word with the A on the end, not the ER. But for me, I would like it if nobody used that word. I really, really would. And Fat Joe is one that uses it, and I don't like it. So there's a big discussion that was going on currently online as far as should other races, based off a guy that sat down with Angela Yee, and it's just been a topic, period. But should other races be allowed to use the N word with the A on the end? Fat Joe has said, Cardi B has said, and a lot of people from New York has said, look, we all grew up together. We lived in the same places. We played together as kids. We grew up on this lingo, and it's okay for us to say. But my personal thing is I just don't like it. But I don't like it when, the black guys say it as well. Maybe it's my age, child. But again, I'm not going to hold them to that, because sometimes you guys will hear me saying nigga, that dumbass nigga. You know what I mean? Let's see. And then we're going to get into the passport bros. Shout out again to Simone for an excellent topic that we discussed in members only the other night. I think we were there 4 hours, child. Frenemies are real. Backstabbers want to take you out. I don't think these celebrities are real friends because as soon as something happens, they disappear and say nothing. Child, that disappearing act is something else, ain't it? Yes, it is. But Valeria, I understand when you distance yourselves from a situation such as what Diddy has found himself in. I really do. You know? But you can also still come out if you know you didn't do anything at a Diddy party or whatever. I don't feel like a friend can't say, look, that's my friend. I'm supporting him. We're leaving this up into the hands of the jury. And, but as a friend, whether he's found guilty or not, I'm still his friend. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I don't support anything that he's done. They can go into more details. But for everybody to be silent, that makes me feel like more people were involved in some of those activities. I would beef with Ja Rule too if him and his friend Irv Gotti attempted to unalive me. Good point. Good point. I don't know about that, Virgo, but somebody said that recently that 50 was, look, 5 is enough. But allegedly, Virgo Child is saying 50 was only shot 5 times, not 9. 5 is enough. One thing we do know, he was shot. Diddy done turned out everybody. Ooh, child, everybody. 50 still embarrassed about his baby mama being in freakouts with Diddy. KP, look, he's trying to play the role that he's not embarrassed. He's embarrassed and he should be. But allegedly, 50 allegedly slept with Diddy's baby mama first, Misa. Now that's alleged. That came out this week. And they're saying that that's why Diddy was on his get back. Now, 50 Cent definitely did not do to Misa, if that's true, what Diddy did to Daphne. Okay. Yeah. No, let me take that back. What Daphne and Diddy participated in. Because, yeah, for me, she's not a victim at all. Period. Point blank. 50 is contradicting himself. He recently cut off Big Meech and his son for being friendly with Big Bear Rick Ross. Yeah, he did. And 50 is very territorial. You know what I mean? First, he was mad at, it seemed to me, Lil Meech and Big Meech relationship once Big Meech got out. But yeah, if Big Meech didn't have a problem with Rick Ross, just because you put my son in the show and all of that, that don't mean that I can't hang out with whoever the hell I want to hang out with. You think so? Well, he has, for the most part, kept himself out of trouble and scandals. But 50 Cent is sneaky. I like 50 Cent to a certain point. Sometimes he can go overboard. A lot of times. Yeah, when I get heated, I do too. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. That way can't. We got to stop saying it. Okay. So Mary Faith agrees that everybody should stop saying the N-word, and I get the whole taking that word back and using it in a different way than how it was used initially. I get all of that. And I am guilty of, in my younger years, singing some of the rap songs and everything with the word in it. But, when you really, really think about it, it's like, it's cringeworthy. But no judgment, no judgment. If you use it, you use it. Just don't use the ER, just don't use that one. But I feel like other races shouldn't be using it, period. That's just me. Let's see. All right. Thank you, Aunt Debbie. Thank you. All right. You don't like 50 Cent. Okay. All of them have known about these FOs, whether they participated or not, in my opinion. Good point. We do know that Kanye West had his own FO, and Daphne Joy was their child with smiles and all. Cheesing. Okay. Let's get into Passport Bros. real quick. I've been yapping at the mouth for an hour and 30 minutes. 205 of you are joining me. Thank you so very much on this Saturday night. Are you sipping on anything? I have a pineapple coconut sparkling water, and it's so good. But if you sipping on a cocktail, put it in the chat. I'll see you guys most likely. We'll try to do every other Saturday or some Saturdays every Saturday. We'll see. But I do enjoy late night. I'm going to try to usher it in somehow in my weekly schedule. But as I mentioned, tomorrow, Patreon, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I cannot wait until Wednesday. If you are not watching Divorced Sisters, it is a must. And you don't even have to watch it with me. It is a Tyler Perry production, and it's awesome. We are watching this coming Wednesday. We've watched the first episode. No, we watched the first 2 episodes, and it's good. It's good. So I really hope that what Tyler Perry is going through doesn't come into play when it comes to this show, because I love it. So to my Patroni cuties, I'll see you guys tomorrow and Wednesday. But put in the chat if you know what a passport bro is, or passport bros. Put it in the chat. Put it 1 if yes, put 2 if no. And the reason why I wanted to bring this to my main YouTube page is because there were a lot of women that did not know what a passport bro is. Virgo Child said, Dusty Weirdos. Oh, that sounds so good. Did you mean coconut daiquiri? I'm sure you didn't mean concrete daiquiri. Oh, do I have anything coconut in there? I think I got some coconut sweetener. I'm gonna have me something with I'm gonna bust open a bottle because I'm scared it's gonna go bad. Anytime I travel to, like, the Caribbeans or something, I pick up some white Hennessy, and I always say I'm gonna open it, and I don't. I have 2 bottles. I think I'm gonna open it and make me something slushy tonight. That coconut daiquiri sounds good though. Okay, so Mary Faith says no. TNTG Mom, no. Flojo, no. Lavinia, no. That's why we are here. That's why we are here. As Good Bad Apple said earlier, this title has been out for years. And I'm just going to keep it real quick. Those of you that watch Married to Medicine, in my opinion, Curtis, Dr. Jackie's husband, is a passport bro. Curtis is over there building homes in Colombia. And Colombia is one of the main spots where passport bros travel to buy the Hello Kitty, to buy the women over there's pocketbooks, to go over there and get their freak on. Okay. Yeah, it's not new at all, Jacqueline. Oh, child, Bridget J, you said it, child, not me. Bridget J say passport bros is Marcel and Maurice. Y'all remember when Tisha told Stormy the boys was in Colombia? The boys are in Colombia. Uh-huh. We about to look at some TikToks now. But passport bros, guys, are men, whether they are friends or not. They go over to these countries in droves, again, to get with women and pay $20, $30. And it's been out forever. This is just an awareness. And we know that, look, there's a lot of men that can absolutely travel together and don't be on no BS. But there's some, and plenty of them, that are. And they're bringing back more than souvenirs.
All of y'all.
They're bringing back diseases. Okay? So for those of you that did not know or did not have a clue what passport bros were, we're going to educate tonight. We're going to take a look. And shout out again to my cutie crew sis, Simone. Excellent topic. And I'm glad that we had it. And again, because of our topic from the other night is the reason why I wanted to talk about it on the main page. All right. So this gentleman, and let me put up my copyright disclaimer, was in the airport. And the passport bros were lined up, going to Cartagena, Colombia. Why is the question. So take a look. Let me get this comment off the screen so you guys can see him. This guy's name is Duco Forlings over on TikTok. Let's take a look and a listen.
Oh, baby daddy, boyfriends, husbands, cousins, brothers, uncles, and daddies was all in Cartagena this weekend.
Cartagena.
I traveled to Cartagena to meet one of my friends who was traveling from Ecuador just for the weekend. It was my first time in Cartagena, and my God in heaven, y'all did not lie about the passport, bro. Baby, I got off the plane. I didn't know where I was at. It was black men as far as the eye could see. I took a little video while I was in the immigration line. They was grouped up and duped up. You hear me?
All right. So I'm going to pause real quickly on the screen. You guys see, let's see. I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 guys on the screen. This guy in the center, he white, but they going over there for the cheap. And it's not really cheap. It's very expensive as far as what they're doing when it comes to bringing back allegedly these diseases. And also they are over there being unalive because these women are getting them set up. Let's continue.
The line was at least 2 hours long to get through immigration. I promise you, and I'm not lying, right hand to God, they probably had 5 women in this immigration line. Everybody else was black men. And I said, oh, there's a story here. I mean, they was coming in groups. The group that was in front of me was a group of 10, bitch. A group of 10 that had came from Philly. I knew they was from Philly because I could hear their accent. I could hear them talking. I was looking at them in line downloading Tinder. I said, them people did not fucking lie.
All right. Let me stop right there. He said he was looking at them and they were downloading Tinder. So you guys know that's a dating site. And I'll see if I can find that video. But a lot of these guys that's swiping right and finding these women on the dating sites, those women are setting them up. It's another video that's going around that a lot of the women, because these guys get so thirsty, they want to bring them back home and marry them. You can get your green card, girl. A lot of those women are already married over there as well. Look, Thailand, who is that? KP said Thailand, Mexico, Brazil, everywhere. They traveling everywhere in groups, and it's so sad. Let's continue.
Now, this is my first time in Cartagena. I didn't know what to expect. I was thinking, I've been to Colombia before, I've been to Cali, but I didn't think that I was coming to the whole things. But that's what the fuck was going on. And anybody with a peon, any type of peon of a brain could see what the fuck is going on down there in Cartagena. When you walking down the streets, the women is literally pulling on you, winking, calling you. They trying
calling
to
you Poppy.
They working and they paying for it. They paying for it. They down there buying coochie.
Mm-hmm.
I was so embarrassed standing in that immigration line because I could just feel the people that's from Cartagena looking at us, because I'm in the fucking line too. They looking at us saying, look at them lined up to come buy some cat. all the way in South America. Y'all didn't lie. I thought y'all was lying. I thought y'all was bitter because, these black men is out here traveling and they got their passports. And that's why I was just so happy that black men just had passports and they was, seeing the world. No. Them motherfuckers is lined up to go participate. And you know what? I ain't gonna say too much on here.
To go participate in you know what. And it's a thing. It is a thing. Let's take a look at this. This one says Passport Bro catches an STD part 2. Let's see what he's talking about in part 2. Simone mentioned the other night that a lot of them are being told, look, as long as you get that PrEP pill, you're going to be okay, bro. Long as you get that PrEP pill, you're going to be okay. No, you're not.
So to recap, we have a 26-year-old gentleman who presents to your ER after noticing that he developed a very strange rash. A few months ago, he states that he was overseas slanging schlong, having multiple sexual encounters with various women. Since his trip, he developed a painless lesion on his lip as well as the genitalia that went away on its own, and also developed a rash on the palms of his hands and the soles of his feet. Although there are several diagnoses to be considered, one diagnosis that I would be concerned about is syphilis. Syphilis is an infection that generally occurs in stages.
Okay, I just want to play that quick little clip because, yeah, they are contracting a lot. And the thing about it is they're bringing it home to their wives and girlfriends. It's a serious topic. Take a look at this one.
I don't know what's going on in the Philippines, but according to the CDC, the Philippines has one of the highest HIV rates amongst their people in most of the world. Passport bros. It's not surprising at all. It's not surprising at all that a lot of you guys are coming back home burning. It's not surprising at all because...
All right. I see the throw ups in the chat. I see the trigger warning. Thank you, Linda Gambo. And trigger warning indeed. I want to show you guys this video where they were taking over Colombia. No, let's look at this one. Look at them. They look like they are just on the prowl. Okay. I talk about this a lot because I've seen it a lot. Men throwing it away for, the Hello Kitty. But look how these men are swarming up on these 304s. Dress it up how you want to dress it up. They are 304s. But look at the brothers. They done flew over there. Look at them.
Niggas are. What's the somebody? Watch. The two right there in the center. I know it's like a bartender. Listen. Look at one in the back. Brother Black. You know how niggas are. Once they know somebody, watch. The two right there in the center. I know it's like a bartender. Listen. Look at one in the back. Brother Black. You know how niggas are. Once they know somebody, watch. The two right there in the center. I know it's like a bartender. Listen. Look at one in the back.
He say, look at that one in the back. Look at that one in the back. Like a pack of wolves. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, KP. Like a pack of wolves. So again, this is for those of you that was not aware of, I can't even play that one, of Passport Bros. They are a part of, in my opinion, the Kevin Samuels sector. A lot of them try to make it appear that these women are not as, they don't have attitudes like black women. They don't do this. They selling it and they setting them up. A lot of these guys didn't even make it home to their kids and their wives. They were unalived over there. And we see it every day. And this is what I want the Passport Bros or any other bros to know it's not like women are jealous because black men are with other women in other, races. I'm not. I can't speak for everybody. I'm not. But most of those women, and what your mammy should have told you is they wouldn't even, as far as the celebrities, look your way if you weren't who you were. And we see a lot of this is why a lot of us are resting in our 92%. I know I am. I know I am. This is why I'm resting when it comes to Shannon. This is why I'm resting when it comes to Diddy. This is why I'm resting when it comes to, I hate to say it, Tyler Perry. This is why I'm resting. Because a lot of how they got caught up was by other women of other, nationalities. And look, Ocho Cinco is the next Vic. Ocho, you'll have a lawsuit coming in 5 years. Aunt Debbie said 92% for me. Period. Point blank, Aunt Debbie. Ocho, you'll have you ain't learned shit. This is Daphne Joy Jr. This is little DJ Jr. They've been trained to go after you guys. They've been trained. This girl know Chad's history. She know Chad hit it and quit it and be with women and marry them and do this and get divorced and headbutt one of them and got 11 kids. Chad Ocho Cinco is still doing his little corny's McDonald's trick. He always say, I'm going to take a woman to McDonald's on the first date. It's played out. And you're not fooling anybody. Hell yeah, she going to sit there and eat that McDonald's that first night. But by week 3, you and her at the 5-star restaurant. But he's another one. He is over in I just heard today. Do you guys call it Con or Canes? It's Con. The S is silent. But little Daphne is showing Ocho asleep on her lap, cha. She showed him, he asleep. There's Ocho, there's little Daphne, there's Kevin Hart. Here they are again, Ocho. And her name is Cambodia, one, whatever. She wouldn't want his black ass if he wasn't who he was. So I'm resting, child. The temperature, they don't even care about the temperature of what's going on today. My mama used to say, a hard head make a soft ass. So we resting. Fly on over to Colombia, Thailand. And look, I wanted to go to Thailand just for the cost of living is amazing. The living quarters, absolutely amazing. I'm talking about something in America where we would be paying $20,000 a month for rent. And they over there paying $1,000 months for rent. It's a lot of, shout out to Twan. Her daughter is one that's an expat over in Thailand. But with me following the expat community, there are a lot of male content creators. And I just end up saying, do not recommend. But baby, they all over them Thai women. Black brothers. For the same reason why these other passport bros are, But my concern really is not them. My concern is, again, awareness. Spread this message to your daughters. And you may have a daughter who husband, oh, baby, I got another business trip in Colombia. Daughter may want to go with him. Daughter may want to check out the scenery, just to get people aware. It's nasty. It is absolutely disgusting. And the rates of STDs are extremely high. And I would say that they have contributed to it. That's just me. But if you go on TikTok, you will see countless videos of people. You'll see the passport bros. They over there big up in the other ones. And yeah, man, we going back next month. Yeah, man, we going. What is it? It's desperation. It's dirty. You frantic to go over there and stick it in somebody that makes her living off of that? Meaning you could be the 50th guy that day? What is it? It's crazy. Did you, Valeria? Was it you say you saw a documentary about Thailand and living expenses. Did you see it on YouTube? Let me know. I still may go visit. But yeah, you can go over there and pay half, if not more than half of what you're paying to just they say United States, at one point everybody, and I think everybody still want to live in the United States. And I'm just talking, but the people that's over there, that's just over there to be living and not partaking in any of this nonsense, baby, a lot of them saying they ain't never coming back ever. And I don't blame them. I'm jealous. Shit, I may pack up my two little fur babies. We may be out of here. Let's see. Ocho Cinco gonna pay that preference tax too. Ooh, preference tax. I like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes, like a little kid, you keep saying hot. That's hot. Don't touch that stove. Hot, hot. Sometimes you ain't gonna let them stick their hand all the way in the fire where they gonna get third-degree burns, but you're gonna let them get a little sting. So sting on when it comes to these desperate men. Is no jealousy, is no anger, is no any of that. And that's what I don't like, how they, if we talk about it, they just feel that it's that. No, it's not. Y'all some dummy asses. Yes, he and Sherelle broke up, Simone. He and Sherelle broke up months ago. And at first I thought that because she had a podcast that was coming out. So I thought they were just making it up just to drum up attention. But no, he's moved on. And that's what they do. They don't end a relationship and work on themselves. They just move to the next victim, child. So yeah, he's out and about. KP say rest in AF, period. Chit chat, my friend lives in Thailand. He has been out there 8 years and he said he loves it. Really, Tyra? Tyra, you want to go visit your friend? Let's take a trip to Thailand. I'm trying to get my little niece to go with me. Let's see. You've been watching YouTube videos of American families and Black women who live in Thailand. Beautiful and reasonably priced. Health, wellness, and peace. Yes, ma'am. And I'm trying to make a decision now. I want to buy a house here. I definitely don't want to buy, because you guys know I relocated, so I'm renting. I definitely don't want to buy under this administration, but it's like, damn, do I want to buy at all? Do I want to buy at all? So, who did I used to talk to? Somali. I spoke with her before just about expat life. And I've been following it and researching it honestly for years, probably about 5 years now. So I may get what they call, if I make the decision, it's a DTV, that type of visa for digital, meaning you have some type of employment where you work digitally. That is my YouTube. And I may make the switch. But I do advise all of you guys, check them out. What's her name? Simone. Her name may be Simone. No, that's another Simone. I can't think of, but I do follow several female content creators that's over there, and I'm telling you, they are doing the damn thing. Do you hear me? Doing the damn thing. They think those are tight women, right? Ham sandwich. It's a lot of them over there that are dressed like a woman, but they're not. So they getting a surprise. All right. They are. We are overpaying for everything. See, Simone, you're going to have me right back searching for places, child. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, though. I will show, we'll do a special Patreon maybe next Friday morning. And I just want you guys to see I want you to see the living arrangements over there. For instance, Twan, if you guys are not following traces of Twan, make sure to do so. Twan's daughter is over there. The buildings are luxury buildings. And she may not be paying more than $300 a month. Luxury. When I say luxury, I'm talking about luxury. things that we've never seen in the United States. Again, if you've seen it in the United States, half of us wouldn't even qualify. You would have to be a Diddy and all of them to even live in buildings like this. Luxury. Yeah, everything is cheaper, Simone. Everything. Twan's daughter, I just looked at Twan's daughter, one of her videos this past week, and she was saying she was going to be doing like a challenge of eating her meals for under $2 per day. She was able to do that. Okay, you're following her daughter. Did I recommend her to you, Reem Bass? Shoot, what is Twan's daughter's name? Dog it, I done forgot. I'll find it and I'll share it with you guys. But yeah. All right, so US did strike. Well, I'll get off and look at a little news, but I'm just gonna say this: prayers going up, CC. I'm resting on that too. I just hope they don't strike us back, but we must keep ourselves aware of not only hot topics when it comes to celebrities and all of this stuff that we talk about, but the real world, things that's happening in the real world. So Linda Gamble mentioned it earlier, and CC just said breaking news: US strikes several Iran nuclear sites. Good night, Mixie. I'm getting out of here too, sis. Hour and 56 minutes. I appreciate you guys. You follow some Black families on YouTube there as well. Yeah, it's people that are selling everything. People that have, and you know, you can buy a home over there for 30,000. It's people that's selling everything. So look, for me, I'm away from all of my family outside of my aunts. My family is in, I have family in California, but all of us are originally from Chicago. I have family in Georgia. I have family in Colorado. Right now, I'm a plane ride away from everybody anyway. So if I were to pick up and move, child, still just a plane ride away. Now that plane ride is about 20 hours, but still, you know what I'm saying? Yes, South Africa is beautiful. It really, really is. Yeah, I believe that's when I was talking to Somali. South Africa wasn't on my list, but it is absolutely beautiful. There's a huge expat community over there as well. What are you calling it, chit chat? I haven't heard that term. What does it stand for? I'll put it in the chat. Expat, and I'll bring it up for you. EXPAT. And let's get the official term. All right, I'll put it up for you, Simone, but it is the expat community. There are tons and tons of Facebook groups of Black people, especially our people. And I have subscribers of other races and nationalities, so no disrespect, but I follow a lot of the expat pages on Facebook and things like that. But Simone, it is a person who lives outside their native country. They live abroad. Why are Americans calling it expats? Americans, along with citizens of other wealthy countries, are often referred to as expats when they relocate to another country, particularly for temporary or semi-permanent stays, often for work or lifestyle for me reasons. The term expat is a shortened form of expatriate, which is, that's what this definition is. But a person who lives outside of their country. Okay. A group of US citizens living in a foreign country. Yes. So look into it. You look, oh, that's right. You just went to Portugal, didn't you, Neva P, recently? You say you look at the YouTube of the Black expats in Portugal. You went to a meetup. I remember you went. Yes. Now look, we traveling next year with the Cutie Crew. But child, I got about 6 months where I could make me a decision and go ahead and move. I'll be talking to the Cutie Crew about it. Y'all may be visiting me somewhere, child. Instead of us, I think we said we're going to look into the Virgin Islands. We're going to look into Jamaica, Bahamas. But when it comes to the Cutie Crew, and I'm out of here after this, we are gearing up for our Cutie Crew Invades Vegas in September of 2025. Where is it? Here it is. So I can't wait to see you guys. I am so excited. I'm working on this big project for my goodie bag for you guys. But the Cutie Crew will be in Vegas September 18th through the 21st. And we gonna shut the whole damn city down. Would you, Neva P? I would love it. I would love it. Yes, Miss T just got back from Panama in May. Nice. Neva P, were you in Panama or Portugal? I believe Portugal. Tara, child, look, we get one life to live. Move and explore, child. We ain't got to be stuck to where we was born or where we currently living or anything. So, yeah, I may be moving again, child. You never know. You never know. Yes. Yes. And there's a huge YouTube following, content creators. Look it up. And it's amazing. So yeah, I wouldn't be going to Thailand for no other reason than lifestyle, saving, living life, and really just to kick off what I want to do anyway, and just travel and travel and travel. But we'll talk more about it. The only way I would go though is if I can get the 5-year DTV visa, because I wouldn't want to go, even though your visa will let you stay there for 6 months, then you can leave and come back the next day and then you get 6 more months, or you can do something else and it is extended. I would just want the comfort of 5 years. All right, well, Flojo, join the Cutie Crew, child. Join the Cutie Crew because they coming. They coming. I already told Aunt Debbie I'm sticking on Debbie like glue. Do you hear me? I cannot wait. But we are over 2 hours. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this Saturday night live. If I did not have to go live tomorrow, I would stay a little longer. But this has been awesome. Welcome back to my goods. Bad Apple. Love you. Glad that you're feeling better. Yes, I saw a married couple. Okay, Neva P, Portugal. Thank you. I saw a married couple. They were Black, that they just purchased a home in Portugal. I saw their YouTube channel because, you know, when you start watching them, then you'll get other channels in your algorithm. And wow, the view. All I can say is that view is absolutely amazing. So, child, let me find a pet friendly, because I'm not going anywhere without my pets. But there are pet friendly luxury condominiums, and yeah, it's amazing. I mean, rooftop pools, then you have the floor under that, these overlooking the city, the luxury workout areas. Then you go down to the 5th floor, you may have another pool. Then you go down to the main floors of all of those buildings over there look like luxury 5-star hotels. Luxury 5-star hotels. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. So shout out to anybody that's taking the leap. And look, I may be leaping my damn self. S. Horton, you say a lot of Americans are living in Portugal and they love it there. Yeah, look, United States is no longer the place that everybody want to come to, you know, or stay and live in. People are living carefree lives in other countries, being treated with respect. Everybody that I follow over, you know, that's in either Mexico, they've relocated, Thailand, everybody said that they don't feel any forms of racism at all. Everybody is loving, you know. So hey, you get one life to live. All right, I'm gonna end it on your comment, CC. CC say my daughter's best friend just got back from a semester of law school in Tokyo. My daughter visited. I think they'll move there one day. Yeah, I think we have to look again. There are no do-overs. So just live life to the fullest, whatever that means to you, even if that means staying in the United States. It's still an amazing country, But there are other countries that's way better. Way better. You know? So yeah. Y'all pray for me. I'm gonna make a decision soon because if I decide to go, I may give myself one more year and then I may take the time to sell everything, vehicles, everything. And if I do, child, it's gonna be me and a couple suitcases and I'll be starting over. Neva P said it was amazing. Everyone was so nice. Yes. And we don't get that here. We'll talk about it. Join me tomorrow on Patreon. If you're not a member of my Patreon channel, join me over on Patreon. We'll be watching Real Housewives of Atlanta live, and we have our live discussions. When you do come over there, feel free to join me on the panel and be a co-host. We chat during the commercial breaks and then have our discussions after. You can also join my Patreon to watch Divorce Sisters. It is absolutely amazing. You can join the Cutie Crew to come to the Cutie Crew Invades Vegas. You do have to be a member. And it is a girls trip. No boys. Leave your hubbies at home. Now, this not like the guys that's going to Colombia, okay? But this is our time with each other, and we're going to turn Vegas out. We having boots on the ground night, too. Did I tell you guys that? I don't want to tell too much of the itinerary yet, but they'll be here from Thursday until Sunday, and we're gonna wear each other out. Yeah, I'll definitely visit first, and I plan to visit this year, probably in November or December-ish, Valeria. And when I do go, I want to stay for, like a good week or two so I can really get a feel. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I wouldn't move out of the country just without visiting. One of my nieces went a couple years ago, and she just went as a birthday. It was her birthday. She loved it. She's married now, but I'm trying to get her ass, girl, come on, let's move. You and your auntie, let's move, child. All right, I'm out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you again to any new subscribers. I saw new names all up and through the chat. I appreciate you guys. I hope you are here to stay. We debate on a lot of topics, but we respect everybody's opinions. So thank you guys again for joining me. Cutie Crew. I'll be going either live tomorrow or updating or uploading a video. Most likely I'll upload a video, but it is for our sister Danya. Don't forget, Danya has her surgery Monday, the 23rd. Keep Danya in your prayers. Keep Aunt Debbie in your prayers. Keep Philly Girl for Life family in your prayers. Keep Tyra, Papa Tyra in your prayers. All of the above. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Before I go live, if I don't cancel it, child, because I done popped out a couple videos today. Your girl is tired. But before I go live on Patreon, I will be live on YouTube, and we'll discuss that Brit Edie news. And if it's true, child, every cast member on Real Housewives of Atlanta need to be suing Brit's ass. So we'll come live, even if it's only for 30 minutes before I go on Patreon tomorrow. But enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you again. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building, Aunt Debbie, Linda Gamble, and Tara. Thank you guys so much for modding for me. Shout out to the Cutie Crew. Love you guys. And shout out to the cuties. Love you guys as well. And I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.
chit chat.